Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A good question people ask is, what is Islam? How do we introduce Islam to people who have never heard of Islam before? More like Islam for dummies. The easiest way to answer this question is by asking, how did the universe begin? The only logical answer for this is that something uncreated chose for the universe to exist. And in Islam, we call this Allah, Al-Ilah, the deity. So it's very simple. Whatever chose for the universe to exist, we call it God. Whatever caused the universe to exist, we call it God. Once we admit that whatever chose for the universe to exist is called God, we can say that He is one God and He alone deserves all worship. This is the only God that we ask for help. As in, we don't say that God has a second, or He's one of two, or that He's part of a trinity. He is just one God, and all worship belongs to Him alone. The beauty of this is that all creations on earth, all creations that ever existed, all have the same master, the same ruler, one God. In other words, all creation, like me and you, have the same one boss. And in Islam, this one boss is called God, and He alone deserves worship. Since God created the universe, He also created mankind. The first man ever to set foot on this earth had no other person around him, no statues, no one to ask for help except for God. There were no other humans around, there were no statues around, and the only one he was able to call for worship was God alone. The first man on earth also had a wife, and in the Quran, they're known as Adam and Hawa, or Adam and Eve. And they were the first humans on earth, and they only called on God for worship. So Islam says, be on the same religion as Adam and Eve were. Don't change the religion. God never changes. He is in the same state as He was when Adam and Eve were born. And Islam says, be on the same religion as Adam and Eve were. So over time, Adam and Eve had children, and they would disperse across the land. Some people would change their religion. They would build statues and say, this is God. Or people themselves would claim that they were God. So in order to fix this, God picked a person from the people and that told that person to go back to the people and warn them that they have changed their religion. They are worshiping something besides the one ultimate God. And these people that were chosen are called prophets or messengers in Islam. And their message to their people was to be on the same religion that Adam and Eve were on. Keep the same religion. It does not change. Over time, people were constantly, over and over again, changing their religion. There was people saying that many things are God. There were people saying the whole universe is God. So over time, as this group of people would change their religion, this group of people would change their religion, God over and over again sent them messengers. Some of them are known as Noah, Moses, and Jesus. And the last one known to mankind is Muhammad, peace be upon him, and he was sent to all of mankind instead of a specific group of people. All of the messengers had a sign or a proof with them. When they went back to their people and told them that you have changed the religion, they would go with the sign. For example, Moses threw a stick and it became a snake. Jesus healed the blind and He rose the dead. So Muhammad's last and final sign to mankind was the Quran itself. The Quran is the sign and the proof that he was a messenger from God, and the Quran can be found many places online or at your local mosque. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Inshallah, we will respond to all of them. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.